Hello everybody and welcome to Deconstruction Simulator. This is a game by Games Incubator, Hypnotic Ants, and published by Playway. And we are going to be knocking down lots and lots and lots of houses, and it's going to be very, very wonderful. We're also going to be cleaning up after ourselves and selling some of the stuff that we get from the deconstruction process. So it's going to be really, really fun. And I did have a little playtest and had a lot of fun with it. So I am really happy to share it with you. So let's pop in here. There we are. Games Incubator, Hypnotic Ants.
Boss, I'll be right there. 9102
Silver Holiday
Fairway Drive,
Hollow.
correct?
But every day feels like a new adventure.
That's correct. I know that this is your first time and that the property looks intimidating. It's a simple job. Get your act together, or I'll find someone else to take your place, newbie.
A simple job. Yeah. I'll call you right back. I'm getting there.
I'm super impressed that they have a whole little cutscene story at the beginning.
Here I am.
Love it.
Under the crane, whack the ball. Easy money. At least that's what the boss kept saying. I've arrived. I'll wrap up the job, write up the report, and roll. I'll see you soon.
I left the keys in the back. The wrecking ball's getting hungry, newbie. Don't prolong it. My patience is limited, and time is money.
Okay, so have a look at this.
Boss? I think there's something wrong with this house number. It's kind of crooked and...
I certainly got you the right address. You think I'm talking crap, newbie?
No, boss. The thing is...
Stop whining and get to work. The money's good. There's no time to be picky. Such a customer happens once a quarter. Move it!
Yes, just because you got me the right address doesn't mean I'm at the right house. So yeah, pick up the keys. Are they right there around the back, I think? There they are. Lovely. Love bosses like that, ones that won't listen. Always goes well. Get into the wrecking ball. I cannot wait to have one of these for myself. That's gonna be amazing. Yes,
Boss?
yeah.
We have a problem. I'm not up to the job, huh? What did you think? You brought it on yourself.
Yeah, it had nothing to do with you not listening to me.
Well, it's time to take control. I'm taking out a loan to start my own business. We'll still see if it's for sure, boss. See you in the contract market.
Yeah, let's beat the boss at his own
It's time to get to
game.
work.
But yeah, I was just so impressed by that whole thing. It's brilliant. Okay. I've got an idea. Because there's some various logos, and what I'm thinking, my test game I had home wreckers with this symbol, but I'm thinking I'm gonna have this one, and I'm gonna call it Demo Dogs. I feel that's a cool game. That's a cool name. I like it.
Hello, world. First the paperwork, and then all the rest. I'll buy this permit and get to work.
Look, it's got like adverts for all the other like Playway games. Quick, efficient, seamless. Shipwrecker. No, ship graveyard simulator. We clearly need to do that one next, I guess. But yeah, so far I've been really impressed with this one. Like I say, not every game that crosses my path do I think is fully featured and things, but this seems to have been worked on quite a lot and have quite a lot of features in it already. I believe it's not even in early access anymore. I think it's actually fully released. So it's really nice to play a game that is a lot more feature complete. Anyway, let's get into the computer and get myself a permit so I can take on contracts. So Demo Dog Tier 1 construction permit. Thank you.
The most basic permits, but they're enough to get started. On the other hand, until then, the basic contracts must suffice for me. Need to buy wheels.
Buy some wheels. 30 kilometers an hour. Wow. I am pleased to inform you that I don't believe it's going to ask me to do any driving. So you don't have to sit and watch me do that,
This one will be
which is
just
wonderful.
right. Small, but cheap to maintain.
Okay, so
Time to cash in
mark
on
that
this
up.
shiny new company. Let's see what's out there in the contract market.
What's out there in the contract market? Tutorial house test. We need to retrieve a bookshelf and a washing machine and generally just destroy 7 walls. Okay, we can do that, I'm sure. We have a budget of $690. Accept. And exit. Right. It's time to start your first contract. Select and accept it from the contracts tab in the computer, which I did. Buy a brick pallet. Okay. Pick up the pallet. Okay. Put the pallet in your car. Because, of course, it will not let me open the doors without... Yeah, it is in the
I'll also
car.
need a box for small stuff.
Box for small stuff. Buy box for small stuff. Another $10. That's $20 down already. We haven't even done anything yet. Put that in the car too. Close your van. Okay.
Let's hope this contract's
Travel.
location's close. Fuel's
Customer's
expensive
location.
and time is money, as that old Scrooge said.
I am not used to getting into this side of the car. British people get in the other side of the car to drive, okay? Right, so tutorial test house. Off we go.
Trailer house. The owner's name is Ricky. He went to jail and his property was taken over by a bailiff. Classic.
Classic Ricky. I'm going to open the van doors. Explore the property and proceed inside when you're ready. Yeah, let's just pop straight inside then. Looks like that's another van there. Okay. I believe that's the customer's van. A scanner is your best friend during a contract. It will show you key information about items of interest. The scanner shows the rarity, market value, and purpose of the item. It's a common armchair that we can take to the warehouse and sell. Take out the scanner, then scan the armchair.
Not
It
bad.
works automatically
Let's
when you
scan
hold it
something
over
and
an
find if there's
item.
anything
So
worth saving.
you can just see like all the
it's
different
common
things
and
here.
Not worth my time here.
Floor, not for sale. For sale, $75. I feel like $75 might be worth it if you had a big enough van, but our van is not big, so it's a problem. Let's find something more valuable, such as a rare washing machine. So if we go in the bathroom, there is a washing machine here. And we can pick that up. That's $100.
If it weren't for the fact that a customer requested it, I'd gladly take it to the warehouse and sell for some good cash.
So in future non-tutorial ones, we can do that. So pop the washing machine down. We'll open the customer's van and we'll pop the washing machine in there.
Now I just need to gather the small stuff and I can get down to serious work.
Right, gather the small stuff. So we're going to need our little stuff box, aren't we? Okay, there we are. And there's a whole bunch of stuff on this bookshelf here.
As always, lots of dust catchers.
I did already play through the tutorial so that I wouldn't be completely clueless about this. So I do have an idea of what I'm doing. Not everything is 100% obvious from the start, but once you get to know what's going on, it's not too bad at all, and things do generally make sense. There we are. Small stuff done. You've cleared the bookshelf of small items, but it still clutters the way to the walls we'll be dismantling. We need to get rid of it. Let's dismantle it carefully. Click on the object to start dismantling and move the mouse to remove the angle connectors.
At last, I can dismantle and package it. This is going to be satisfying. Maybe I should record it and post it on my Tech Tuck.
I love Tech Tuck. It's like a tech TikTok. All right, so we just need to go side to side to side to side to side to side. And we can press W, S, A, and D to move up and down the bookshelf. So got to get all the connectors out. So we may as well go from kind of top to bottom now. Sometimes my mouse goes off the edge or something, I think. There we are. So I can start kind of... that one's up and down. So some of them are left to right and some of them are up and down. So you can start taking the shelves off now by clicking on them. The ones that you have removed the connector from. And you'll be glad to know that you can get like better and bigger sort of screwdrivers and things as you go too. Come on. Sometimes it's really easy and sometimes it just doesn't want to wiggle. So one that needs to only wiggle like 4 or 5 times will probably be a bit easier for me. I haven't got to the point where we've, like I say, I've only done this level so far. So I'm not at the point where I know. How good a different screwdriver will be. But hopefully in this Let's Play, we will get there. Okay, so this also needs to go into the customer's van. The customer wanted 7 walls demolished and they wanted their washing machine and this. I'm hoping I can fit that in. No, I'm going to need to move the washing machine, I think. I've not put it in very well. It needs to go right at the back and then I'll have room for this one. I get that around the wheel arch. Just about. Okay, cool. And in it goes. Lovely. It's time to get rid of the wooden walls. Disassemble some of them by recovering materials and destroy the rest with a hammer. Be careful not to hit any object unrelated to the order. You will receive a financial penalty. Once you've taken the first layer of the wall, you can get down to picking the insulation wadding and wooden structural components. Make a move to use the saw on the wooden connectors. That's really fun. Remember that you can carry multiple boards and beams at the same time. The same goes for your off-pallet bricks.
Now for some time-consuming stuff. But it'll be worth it. I can recover a lot of valuable parts from the walls, but it'll take up a lot of space in the car.
Let me know if me, okay, having had a go at this previously and mentioning it and everything is a good thing or a bad thing, because I feel like this is allowing me to not make as many like small mistakes because I kind of have a bit more of an idea of how to play the game before I go into it. So just let me know. Because I'm trying to do a whole load of new things at the moment. I'm playing new games all the time. And sometimes I think it does take a little bit more practice to get into them. So I would like to know what your opinions are on that. Just let me know in the comments. We need to get this one off, don't we? Oh, no, it wants me to take the installation out first? Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah. There we are. Now, can I take the other side? This is nice because it just automatically pushes you corner to corner. So that's really good. So now I've got another one of these. So I'm just going to put everything in the garden for now. And then we'll get it all into the demo dog van at the very end. Seems to be the better way to do it. Okay, and then we've got a few beams that we can take out, I think. Don't know if I need to get connectors on those. Yeah. Oh, there we are. Right, so now I've taken them all apart with the saw. I should now be able to pick them up, but I think I have to do it in a certain order. It could have been bad if it had smashed the guitar. I would have taken a penalty for that. And then there's a wooden beam there. Look, you can even take off like all of the skirting boards and everything. Like you can really, really do a lot here. I'm just going to put all of those down. Okay, time for destruction. Try out your sledgehammer. 2 and which is the sledgehammer and left click to destroy stuff, and 3 to equip the garbage bag and clean up. So we'll get that done.
Now the best part. Just have to be careful
It
not to
kinda
damage
is,
anything
yeah.
else.
Right, so before we do anything, I'm going to take all of the furniture bits out to the garden as well, just so that they are not going to get damaged. I may or may not have taken a financial penalty in my first try of this because I didn't realize there was a desk. Ah. Right. So the desk has to be dismantled. Now that's a problem. Hoping the tip will just be about what to do. So should I dismantle the desk? Because I haven't been asked to do that. So we got to be like super duper careful then to not destroy the desk. Okay, well, I'm going to start with this wall here and we'll do it from this side. And I'll see what I can do. It might be that it's just to show you that, you know, there will be a penalty and that's just it because the thing is in the way. I can't do anything about it. It's just there. Maybe I can be careful around it. Maybe I won't be able to be. We'll see. It might be fine as long as I don't actually hit the desk. That might be a bit difficult. Definitely get that down without worrying. Maybe if I go from the side here. Okay, so far no desk destruction. Just trying to keep the destruction up high at the moment and then we'll see what we can do.
What a mess. I can't work like this. Can't even see my own shoes. Where'd I put my garbage bag?
Here. Number 3 for garbage bag. Okay, there's a couple of bits still left, but... Put that outside. Penalties, destroy the fridge. Why do I have to destroy the fridge? See? Because I didn't destroy the desk, they wanted me to destroy that desk. And because I didn't, now I've got to destroy the fridge. Oh well, here we go. When you destroy or collect something you shouldn't, for example, when a customer expected you to recover a specific item, you may receive a financial penalty. Penalties affect your salary and your company's reputation, so be careful. Although that is going to make... I'll probably destroy it so it's all out of the way. The next bit easier anyway, because we're going to need to destroy this brick wall now. Okay, it won't let me do any more. That's fine. I'm going to go to the van and grab the brick pallet like it's just telling me to. Garden's a bit of a mess now, but it at least keeps things out of the way.
Put the bricks somewhere so I can sell them later. I felt this pallet would come in handy.
All right, so just going to put that in the kitchen because it's going to be these 2 brick walls here. So I think if I put it there, that's right. Remember, the brick pallet you have in your car, it will help you recover the materials from the brick wall. Use the masonry chisel and pick up the bricks and stack them on the pallet. Remember, dismantling does not equal destruction. 5 and left click to remove mortar from the bricks. Left click to pick up the brick. Remember, you can pick up multiple bricks at once. Oh, I can do multiple at once. Okay. That's the thing I overlooked last time. I picked them up one at a time. Okay, sure. Number 5. start chiseling. So don't worry, the small bricks will just fall out. It's the full-size ones we want anyway. I think that I might need to... I should be sledgehammering that. It's okay, we can work around that, I think. So let's get my hands out and start picking up bricks. How many can I do at once then? 4 by the looks of it. Nice. Oh, 5. Okay. I'm still not allowed to use this blooming... Okay. Let's hope it'll let me put the bricks on then, considering there's a fridge in the way. Three, 4, 5. Nearly there. And then I think it's going to let us demolish the next. But I think in the future... There we are. We've done the brick
Fortunately,
pallet.
the customer only wants bricks from one wall. Mr. Hammer, it's time for a snack.
So I'm actually going to go around. And this is just for me. Oh, it won't let me do any of this. Maybe I'll do it at the end. Just for me, I am going to demolish like all the little bits of rubbish. I want to leave the space clean at the end. What did I destroy? Must have destroyed some small part of the house there. I'm not sure what that was, actually. Oh, I think I got some of the floor. Right, good to know. Okay. I'll look out for that in future. I imagine eventually we can upgrade the sledgehammer too. You have to kind of make sure that the thing is lit up before you hit or you just miss. Which isn't ideal. The other thing I've realised, a sound effect sound. So they've made a choice here, I think, to not have any kind of music. I don't know whether maybe later on you can have radios and things. I don't mind. Like, I don't feel that every game necessarily needs to have music. And to be honest, it's only just now that I've noticed as well. There are all these bricks. Nearly there. I don't particularly think that gravity does much. Let's have a look and see if it does. Oh yeah, it blows down the whole brick wall if you go from the bottom. That's cool. But I cannot see what I'm doing now. Good grief. So like when the tutorial allows me to be a bit more off rails, I'll probably keep it a lot cleaner.
I'm grabbing my stuff and slipping off to the warehouse. My work here's done.
Okay, my work here is done. Okay, we want to take some things that we recovered. I kind of really did want to leave less of a mess than this, but okay. Let's get my hands back and take some stuff outside that I'm going to want to put into the van. So this is very much a little bit of Tetris, and you need to make sure that the van doors will close. Because I packed all the stuff into it, and then the van doors wouldn't close. So at each stage, I'm going to be checking that that's possible. That's something we can do. The bricks are heavy. They make me walk slow. Okay. So the first things that we want in are going to be these boards. Now, I don't think we can pick up 2 at once, unlike the beams. So we just need to make sure. I'm going to get it as close to the side as possible. If you find it's like red, it's probably that you're not pulled it far enough forward here like that. So that should be okay. But once I've placed these 2 boards, I'm going to be checking. There we are. That the van doors will close properly, which they will, so that's fine. Okay. What's our reg number? Hobnet 01. Hornet 01, maybe? I feel like that's almost personalized. Okay, then we want to get in the brick pallet. So that's probably the next biggest thing we need to put in there. So that's where what I'm going to put in next. And I'll put it like this. Then I've got this big bag of rubbish. I'm going to put that on top of the brick pallet because that should fit on top, I think. No? Okay, well, we'll put that down the bottom there. Going to check the doors again quickly. And they're fine. This should go on top of the brick pallet, I think. Small box will go on top of a brick pallet in this particular van. Obviously, other vans will be different. I'm just going to get that so that the... Hang on. Are we missing a beam there? I think we're missing... We're missing stuff. So, 4 270 planks. We've got 2 150 centimeter beams. We've got... I feel like we're missing one there. Yeah, we're missing a 150 centimeter beam. Let's go and see if we can find it. One of these. It might be this one. Just throw that in separate. Should be fine. Right, close the van. Ah, right. So the beams are sticking out. Sadly. So let's see if we can get them in a little bit more tidily. There we are. That was so much better. And yes, we're not in Britain, She-Lab. You don't go that way. Okay, so we need to go back to my warehouse and then we're going to sort all this stuff out.
Everything on its shelf. No clutter. If an occupational safety inspection comes by and sees bricks or refrigerators on the floor, they'll ruin me.
Everything in its place. Everything has a place. Okay, so I'm going to pick up all of the wooden beams. And they all go over here. And each type of thing has its own, like, place. So you can see it's all sorted into type there and length. So you've got beams and planks. This goes here into our recycling thing and it will be sold at the end of the day. This guy, you, goes on the shelf next to the pallet, the small box dispenser, I guess you would call it. And then the
Heavy
bricks.
Stuff. They don't pay me enough. Wait a minute, I'm the boss here.
Yeah, same, mate, same. I'm the boss here and they don't pay me enough either. Okay, so next. That is for glass, I think. So over here, yeah, here we are. The big green one, She-Lab, the big green one. That's where you put it. I imagine I'm not going to have this much help in future ones, so I'll have to start to get to know where everything goes. Right, back to the computer in my office. Hello, computer.
Now that I've got it all stored, I'll get one order in. Quick and easy checkout, and I'll declutter the warehouse in the process.
Okay, so basically you put all the stuff away and then every so often you'll be able to take an order as long as you've got enough stuff, which we do. So we're going to have the 270 centimeter, the long, thin planks. They want 4 of those, which we got. They want a full brick pallet, which we got. And we've got a small item box, which also we have. So it's very clearly done to complement the tutorial we just did. Or I think we're still technically in the tutorial here. Accept the order.
Works best for me. All in all, the cheapest will suffice. A small order's a small expense.
small orders, small expense, as he said, quick box, and you've got all these different ones all the way up to a massive truck. So if you're going to have like massive, huge orders, you're going to want something like that. So you're going to have to get to know and estimate how much you think you're going to need. I will probably, as we go on, choose one above what I need just so that I don't have any problems, because I'm not always the best at estimating that. So I'm just going to not worry about it too much.
Now that I have that out of the way, I can close the contract. Too bad I have to wait until tomorrow to get paid. Wanted to buy that new DLC with the big battleships for my ship game.
Okay. So I had a deduction for the destroyed fridge and part of the house there. So we ended up with, was it 75 for it? Send invoice. So we're going to have 185. We've taken 110 in penalties, sadly. So this was our contract for the actual house demolition. So this is what we got paid, which was 75. It made me take a certain amount of deductions. Let me just see if I can see. The house part cost me $50, sadly.
Great rating. If this keeps up, I'll be approached by richer and rarer customers. Can't wait.
Yeah, so it damaged a little bit of the floor, so we ended up with 4.5 stars.
And back to
Which
the
is
order.
okay. Which is
Oh,
okay.
the courier's already arrived. Which planks do they need? A scanner can come in handy here.
Okay, well, I know which planks they need, but if we switch to our scanner, I'll show you. We can just go around. Here's our little courier van. He comes in there. My van gets parked there. So we've got, everything has its place in this warehouse. So if you want to know what anything is, we've got a 270 beam and a 270 plank. It's the plank that we need. So go back to my hands. Actually, before I go for those, I'll take the brick pallet, which obviously I know what that is. Open their doors as well. I'm terrible at remembering to open van doors, so just shush, okay? So have I got that far enough back? It might not quite be far enough back. We've got a lot to fit in here. I think that's as far back as we're getting it, though. Then I want to try and put the planks in, and then we've got a small item box to put in as well. There we are. Small item box. And that one goes. Come on. There you are. Right. So that order's in. So then we need to go back to the computer and say, hey, we've sent that off.
Thank you for your cooperation. May the next order be bigger.
And so with that one, we actually made a lot more money than we did demoing the house. So reclaiming the materials is going to be really important, I can tell, in future to make any money here. Complete the order. Send the invoice. 100% execution. I'm definitely calling you again. Hopefully on the next one we can do a bit better as well. So that's where I'm going to be like completely...
To take larger orders, I need more space in the warehouse. I'll get additional rack.
Completely flying free at that point. So I'm hoping that'll be a little bit easier for me, because I'll be able to maybe clear things up and stuff that I wasn't allowed to move and things like that before. So maybe be a little bit more organized with things. Okay, so I need to edit the warehouse. What's this? Warehouse, garage, permits, tool store, stock status, orders and contracts. So yeah, warehouse editing. Garage is going to be buying new cars. Permits we've seen already. Tool store, we'll be able to upgrade some tools. Orders is us selling off our stuff, and contractors us taking on the contract to demo the houses. Edit.
I brought a lot of boards and beams, so the rack will quickly fill up. Adding a second one's reasonable.
Yeah.
Since I've taken care of business, I'll see if I can buy some tools.
Okay, let's see if we can buy some
New cross
tools.
screwdriver would be useful. All in all, it's an investment. I need to dismantle stuff faster if I want to make better money.
Crowbar, chisel, saw, flat screwdriver. Carbon twist. That does look a lot chunkier and nicer, to be fair. And we got this one. So as we increase the goodness, the level, I guess, of the screwdriver, it's going to be a lot faster. So when we're kind of going, maybe it'll either let me do that faster, or there's going to be less movement needed to get the angles out of the bookshelves and things like that. Okay, so my budget is 365.
Whew, that's enough for today. You know, I feel that this is just the beginning of something wonderful. Here's to more successful endeavors.
And let's end the day by walking out the door. Okay, so we also got charged $29 in gasoline for the van, warehouse rent, and the waste recycling actually gave us $25 back. So it looks like we're selling our waste rather than having to pay to have it disposed of, which is quite nice. And then we got $75 on the tutorial house test. I'm hoping to do better in future ones. I'm a bit sad that I damaged the floor, but you know, sometimes these things happen, don't they? And then we made $238 from the orders and ended up with $284 total, which isn't too bad. At least we made a profit. Okay, tutorial completed. The future of the company is in your hands. And I can almost imagine that when this was a demonstration, that would be where it probably would have ended. So we can play standard mode or relaxed mode. So in relaxed mode, we don't have a warehouse maintenance cost. We don't have financial penalties during contracts if we accidentally damage something. We can work all day and all night and there's no timer on it. And we've got a simplified dismantling mode. I'm going to pay standard where none of those things apply. So we're going to have a standard maintenance cost. We're going to have financial penalties, limited working day time, standard dismantling mode. The only thing that worries me a little there is how limited the working time is. Working to a timer might be a bit rubbish, but if it is, then maybe we could go back into relaxed difficulty. But I like the other things. I like it having a maintenance cost. I like it having the financial penalties, and I like it having a standard, like a more difficult dismantling mode. So that is what we're going to go for. Okay, did we end the day now? End of work next day. There we are. Oh. Okay, so it doesn't really show you a lot when you end the day. Okay, so I need to remember that it has ended. I should have checked the time up in the top right, actually. That's fine. That's okay. I guess we better go make some money then, hadn't we? So let's get ourselves a contract. I hate my job. Great cleanup. Comfy combining. Gone, not forgotten. Okay, so I hate my job is a 3-day contract that's going to pay $872. It's a public contract. These have poor clients, and this one has a common client. I think I'm going to take I hate my job. Daily tax, $100. Travel distance, 80 kilometers. Okay, well, we'll try it. Oh, it's tier 2 and we don't have tier 2 yet. Okay. This one's tier 1. This one's tier 1. And this one's tier 1. Okay, my poor papa died last month and left me his trailer park house. I'll haul the more valuable things away to a retirement home. But the rest of the things on the list you can knock down or take for yourself. I can't look at them without crying. Okay, so retrieve the kitchen sink cabinet and the big kitchen cabinet. General, demolish the whole house and take or destroy all the items. You've got 1 day to do it. And generally clean up. Okay, well, I'll give that a try. I will give that a try. So I figure... I don't know if we want to take a couple of different brick pallets and things, or if we just want to take one. It makes sense that if you've only taken 1 brick pallet with you, I mean, like, we're probably not going to fit more than that in, are we? So I'll just do the same as I did in the tutorial then. And I'll take the brick pallet. And I will take one of these dudes. Is that coming out of my budget? Because that's good. If it's coming out of a customer budget rather than coming out of my money, that's very nice. Very nice indeed. Can we shut the doors? Yes, we can. So let's go. Gone but not forgotten. Okay. I get the impression I just have to knock down everything. So the customer wanted me to keep a couple of things. The customer wanted me to keep the kitchen sink cabinet and the big kitchen cabinet. Okay. Oops. Go find the kitchen then. That's the bathroom. So that all can get dismantled. I'll have a little look. There's a hippo on the toilet. I'll have a little look and see like what things we can save and what things we can't. There's shoes. Model plane. So is that the kitchen sink cabinet and the big kitchen cabinet? I figure that's those two. So they want those to be dismantled and put into the customer's van. So that's the thing I will do first. We're at 8:38. Okay. Use tool. So we've got to get these things. Oh, I see. Go up a little bit. I'll just get all of these screws out. I don't know how long a day lasts, though. Very dark, isn't it? Can we put a light on? Aha. I don't know, like, how the timer is working, whether as I'm dismantling all of this. But that's okay, because the customer wants the whole thing demoed. So as long as I do what they've asked. Oh, I'm probably going to need to go left and right and up and down and back and forth to kind of do this. Yeah. Come on. Get all the shelving out. There's something down there that needs to be taken out as well. Okay, how are we going to even do that? Oh, I see. Got to get right the way underneath it. Okay, I'm going to try and take some other bits out first. And maybe as I dismantle more of it, it'll get easier to access those parts. This is a nightmare, this one. Let's hope the kitchen sink isn't as difficult. I'm going to need to keep an eye on the time and see how the time is progressing, because I've not got too much of an idea of how much a day is taking at the moment. Can't get that out yet. Get those off the sides. Okay, I got it. Okay, that's packaged for the customer. We're at 9:02. That took me half an hour. That's not so bad. And then we want to also dismantle this one. So I'll pop that kettle down somewhere. Can. Okay, so we've got this one to dismantle now. So let's open all the cupboards. or one at a time of the cupboards, apparently. But yeah, I love how involved. There's so much to do in this game. It's very involved. That's one door gone. Ooh, what about those guys? That'll come off. Oh, we've got a chisel. Okay. And probably another one on this side as well. There's a knife rack in there. Are you kidding me? Why is there a knife rack in there? I'm going to fall down when I take the shelf out. All right, we can get this door off at least. Okay, I need to come out of there because there's so much stuff in here. Why are people putting stuff in there? Can I crouch? A little bit. But mostly I just have to move backwards. Okay. Just gonna put that down there. I'll get a small parts box out in a minute and do those. But yeah, you can only really get right down to things if you're in the dismantle mode. I find the up and down ones a bit easier than the left and right ones. I wonder if I can... No. And that's box number 2. And it's now 9:22. So that's taking me about an hour and a half to do all the dismantling bits and bobs for the customer. Now we can start properly dismantling things. I don't know whether I should just do like a full demo. Or if I should just like $60 for the fridge. $75 for the chair. I'll pack up all the little books and things. Is the guitar worth anything? 45, 18. The desk itself is worth 100. I don't really have 180 for that wash basin. It's premium. The water heater is rare. All right. What I would probably say with the size of my van is that we want to probably take the water heater with us and sell that. That's worth 150. That's definitely worth some money to us. The rest I think I'm going to trash. I don't think I'm going to have enough money and everything to... Yeah, okay. So it is just demolish the whole house, right? Take or destroy all items. Yeah, let's go. Should I go and do a small items box? Yeah, I should, shouldn't I? And that's not even my van. I've just realized I probably should just grab small items. Place. Made in Poland. If I can fill that with like, will shoes go in? Yeah. The cutlery I kind of messed up, but the kettle will go. I hope there's now enough stuff for me to actually put in there. I haven't messed it up. There's a bedroom here. I don't know what that is. Will that go in there? No, that's a TV. What's a TV worth? Anything? 50. There's a small thing in here. A little piggy bank thing. Still not full though, is it? Plates. Oh, plant pot maybe? Poster. Plates. There we are. Lovely. Box full of stuff. Just going to put things by the van. We're 9:45. We're still in the morning at the moment. And I'm thinking that that is all I really want to keep. Guitar is small though. How much is it worth? 45. You know what? I could probably throw that in because it's. I don't know. I'm definitely going to take the water heater, and I just need to decide because, quite frankly, I just need to get on with this now. I need to not be making loads of decisions. So I'm just going to smash and bash now. That's what they've asked me to do. And extra is clean. If I clean it up, that's extra. So we're just gonna bash. When I get a bigger van, I'll probably try and take more stuff. But like at the moment, that cooker is worth like nothing anyway. Yeah. Oh, no. Ah, now I've got a cooker that I can't put down. So I do have a brick pallet. I was just like, hang on, that TV might be worth something. Oh, it's only 100. Okay. All right, I'm gonna pick up the TV. If I can't fit it in the van at the end, that's worth 100. The water heater's worth 150. So that's 250 just off the back of those two things. But you've got to be quite selective, I think. All the small items now can just go because I don't have another small item bag. But some of the brick walls, I'll get onto a brick pallet. But 10:05. Ceiling, I'll just destroy, I think. Do we have any particular brick? I can't tell what the walls are made of. So I think I have to maybe give it a little smush with the sledgehammer just to see. And then if I'm careful, I can reclaim those bricks. It's nice that the things that you can dismantle, you can also just sledgehammer. So, because I've got to get this whole thing destroyed by the end of the day. So, yeah, the lights are still wired in. That's wonderful. Yay. Oh, interesting. It kind of repairs itself if you don't hit it enough times. They always say clean top to bottom, so I figure you demo top to bottom too, right? Don't worry, it's fine. It's just falling on my face. It's not a problem. Smash that toilet. I'm going to smash the guitar and the pictures and stuff. I don't care. I could make more money from them, but like I say, we're not going to fit them in the van until we've upgraded the van. So once I'm getting better, I've got better transportation, then we can maybe go for it a bit more. I don't know how much of this will go into a junk bag. Oh, some of it will. Okay. Quite a lot, actually, will. Some of it needs a bit more hitting, but clearing it up a little bit is going to be quite helpful. Yeah, that's a full bag. The more I clear it up as I go, the better that's going to be. So I'm going to try and do that to a certain extent. We're at 10:29. It's not as bad as I thought it might be. And if we run out of bin bag space, because a bin bag will probably take as much, and it sells for 25. It'll take about as much room as like that water heater, for example, or the TV or something. So you got to be a bit careful with that. Okay, so I think those are beams to reclaim. So I'm just going to pick those up, I think. Oh, do I have to dismantle them? How? Okay. Wonderful. Things that I can't pick up. I can't dismantle either. Okay, well, I'll get back to my sledgehammering anyway. And then I might, just for one or two of the walls, I might want to bring a brick pallet in. But for later ones, I don't know how long I have, like, in a day, though. But 1 day, apparently. But does a day finish at 5? Penalties and bonuses. So my final payment at the moment... Oh, I did my bonus job for cleaning up. Oh, right, okay. So at the moment, demolishing the house. Sorry, I keep forgetting it's tab. For demolishing the house, I've not got much. But for actually just taking a cleaning bag and cleaning up, I've got a decent bonus. So hopefully we'll still be in profit today, because I did make that mistake of not realizing the day had turned properly, and I lost $50 from that, because obviously it's $50 a day in warehouse rent. Not the best. So also, I don't need to do any more cleaning up. Wonder if that was worth anything. Oh, the dresser was worth 70. But the thing with that is that no, I do not want no. I want to smash that bed. I just don't have room for anything. So there's going to be a lot of things that probably for now I'm going to smash. I won't be able to take with me. My van's tiny. So once I can get a massive, great big truck and possibly increase my warehouse size, I'll be able to do a lot more. Yeah, I'm kind of thinking I probably will only clean up one thing then. But I've only got so long to do this. Okay. Let's grab a brick wall. Maybe not that one then. In fact, let's just get the brick pallet in. And like, there's so many brick walls. Even if I destroy half of them, I don't have to be that careful, actually. As long as I get enough to fill the pallet, that's fine. Because I have one pallet and that's all I have. So we're not going to need to reclaim like every brick in the house, are we? All right, let's grab the chisel. See if I can reclaim a few of these bricks. It seems like most of the walls are made of brick here, so I should be able to get quite a few. And that 5th brick got a bit destroyed there. That's okay, though. I will just do what I can. I'm trying to get all the fiddlier jobs done at the beginning of the day, prior to midday, and then we'll just smash and bash our way through the end of the day. So this is probably the last fiddly job I'll do. We dismantled all the stuff that the client wanted. I did the cleanup job that they wanted as well. And then we're going to take away a brick pallet. So I think what I might do now is just demo the rest of that wall down. And I'll take some bricks from another wall. I feel like that's going to just be a bit easier. I don't think the bricks around the door frame are going to be good. I feel like this house is starting to get a bit wobbly. So I would like to just try and get the bricks out before it all comes down on my head. There is a certain amount of physics in this, I think. Which is probably why doing these jobs first is actually a very good idea. All right, so let's start taking bricks out. There'll be one at the very end. Because there was, well, actually, there might be a couple at the very end. There we are. So at this point, the bricks all need to be smooshed. Oh, hang on. Let's take the brick pallet out. I want everything outside my van that I want to take away with me at the end. I could dismantle some of the sheet boards as well, couldn't I? If I want to. Do I have time for that? I forget how to do that. And it wasn't a sledgehammer. It wasn't that. It wasn't that. It wasn't the chisel. Did I just click on those? Ah, there we are. So to a certain extent, I can just take these off if I don't want to just demolish them all. So I can get a few of those onto the bottom of the van. And they can be sold. Probably no reason actually not to take that photo because that's like tiny. I'm trying to take a few things, you know. I think those are technically small things, so they can just go. I am going to start another bin bag just so that I can see what I'm doing a bit more. Possibly don't really need to do this, but actually in here I probably do. That does mean I'm going to have a lot of bin bags to take with me. I've got a lot of stuff here that I might actually be able to hit that away with a sledgehammer. So that might be something I'll need to do at the end. We'll see. But for now, I'm just going to smash and bash a bit more. Because I think I've got plenty of things to take back to the warehouse at this point. I don't know whether if I just take the walls down, the ceiling will come down anyway. Out the door over here. That's cute. That's like too cute to leave that. It's $14. I could pick that up and take that with me. The cute pictures. I might have to get rid of them at the end. We'll see. We'll see how much will fit in the van. Okay, we're just getting towards kind of midday at the moment. So it is giving you plenty of time to destroy a whole house, I guess. I was a bit worried about the timer on it. But you are going to have to do a bit of just destroying with the sledgehammer because that's so much quicker than dismantling. Beam out. That looks structural. Maybe that'll make things fall down. Yeah. I'm having quite a lot of fun now. Take or destroy all items from the house. I'm on 100% on that. It's actually the demolishing of the house that is now required. Good job, Sheila. Yeah, so in future, I probably will just go for the lower walls rather than if I'm trying to like completely demolish something. Rather than it looks like the roof will just cave. So lesson learned there as well. This is the fun I thought I would be having with this. They haven't let me loose with a wrecking ball yet again, though. I'd like to actually have a good look through the computer and see what... Yeah! See what things... We're at 43% now. I may have to do more tidying up just so that I can see what I'm doing. Because we're getting to the point now where I really can't. But I am having a lot of fun. Probably could have saved a bit more of this if I wanted to, but I was a bit worried about time. As it is, I think we're going to probably be done by early afternoon. So I do have more time than I think. All right. I was worried that was going to electrocute me. How are we doing now? It's getting there. And another ceiling cave in there. Wonderful. We're going to get $600 from this. So I'm basically just trying to draw a line around the kind of bottom of the house-ish. Trying to get some of the structural support gone. Which will then sort of bring down the ceiling. There doesn't appear to be any kind of health. So I don't have to worry about anything coming down on my head. And that is rather wonderful. Because I can just live my best demo days. So we're only at 12:17, which isn't too bad at all. So at 59% of the house demolished now. I think I can just go through the rubble with the sledgehammer. I might be able to also pick it up with the trash bin. So should we try and pick up some more trash? It does fill quite a lot. Let's get rid of quite a lot, doesn't it? So if I place that down and I smash it. No, okay. I don't know whether I will be allowed to leave behind if I get a penalty for leaving behind trash bags either. I'll fit in as many as I can because obviously it's money for me, but... This is more for me than it is for completing anything to do with the mission. I just don't like leaving a big mess behind. And I know that to a certain extent I can get rid of that with my sledgehammer. I know I won't be able to get rid of all of it. But I mean, at least if I'm leaving these behind, they're not like, it's not like rubble everywhere, right? All right, let's go back to some smashing. I'm going to take the floor out now. Foundations might be a bit rough, actually. Okay, I'm going to see how much of the house... I can get down to here, because... I might not be able to get the foundations. Foundations might take something a bit more. Yeah, I really do feel like I just need to clean it all. It's a bit of a compulsion with me because I play so many cleaning games and I'm like, well, I need to clean this up. I can't just like leave it, right? But I've got so many trash bags now and nowhere to put them. But I don't know that it will penalize me for not taking them away. But obviously I've lost money by not having a big enough van. So if I can get a bigger van, I can make more money on these things. I won't have to sit there going like, I could have made $25 off that trash bag. I could have made $100 off that chair. Okay, so we're nearly at 1 o'clock now, and we've got kind of still a bit of wall to go. So let's get through that. Holding down left click seems to give you a slightly faster working sledgehammer. So that's another lesson learned. Problem with smashing the rubble is it's only one thing at a time that gets smashed. So you really can't see what you're doing. Whereas the bin bags like are a lot better. They clear a lot more. So it is faster to use the bin bags. But I don't know like if you're going to get penalized for the fact you're going to have to leave them, half of them behind at the end. I have like a bit of stuff in the air there, look. I'm glad the bin bags are free. In Water Park Simulator, you have to pay for bin bags. Did you know that? Well, you would have if you watched my video. Go watch it. After this. No, seriously do. It's actually really funny. I really enjoyed making that video. Okay, so let's do some more smashing. I'm enjoying making this video too. It is super fun. I'm glad I chose this one today. I've been looking at a few other ones to do and I'm trying to make choices on what to make. And there's a few things coming up on Steam and things like that that at first glance look very good. And then you're kind of seeing what people are saying about them. And it's like, oh, I don't know about that then. So some of them, what I may do, download them, have a little go and see what I think. I want to try and be a bit more discerning about what I'm showing you. I mean, to a certain extent, that's going to depend on things like the time of year and how many game demos and things are out, how much I've got access to. But at the moment, there's no reason to show anything but the best stuff because it's next fest time and we've got plenty of choice. Okay. Anyway, that's my little fourth wall breaking moment for you for the day. I love having little chats while we're doing things like cleaning, demoing, and farming. Right, we are now down to basically I don't know what that is, but that's being a bit of a pain to get rid of. I don't know if that should be demolished or something. It's really not coming apart. Can I lift it? Can I dismantle? I might need to dismantle it. I can't at this point though. I thought pretty much everything that was dismantleable I'm just going to go around it, I think. Everything that was dismantleable was sledgehammerable, but maybe I'm wrong about that. I think now it's just pretty much flooring. Bathroom tiles, bye-bye. On 92%. It's broken up. We're on 95 now, so I'm thinking it's all just flooring bits. I think the foundation may stay. I don't know if I'm going to clean all this up at the end. We're only at 1:30 though, so if I do manage it all, I might do a cleanup. This is where the router was worth like $200 and I just destroyed it or something. I really do need to spend a bit more time scanning at the beginning. But this, I feel like this one was more for me to get a feel of the timings and stuff like that. But it seems like even destroying an entire small house, one day is fine. All right, F1 to show more. I think I've done everything. Demolish house, 100% plus 117. So is 665 not the payment? Oh, clean up. There we are. So if I clean up everything now that I've destroyed, then I get my 400 payment. Ah, okay. Well, I don't mind doing that. I would actually love to do that. But again, I don't know whether I'll lose my payment for leaving the bin bags behind because I won't be able to take all of them. Although it'd be a bit mean if it did because there's no way you could clean all this up and not have bin bags left behind, right? Just put them in the customer's van. Yeah, I don't mind cleaning it up at the end. Actually quite therapeutic. It was very therapeutic taking the house down, especially when the ceilings were collapsing on my head. That just felt amazing. Oh, that did finally go. Nice. Oh, actually, maybe just put them in the trash. No. Okay, well, I'll see if that at the end is interfering with my trash removal. I'll try and do something about it. If not, that's fine. There are still some bits of house left as well. And there are bricks left that aren't going into the trash. That's an issue. I may have to give them a little smash as well. So we may as well clean everything else up first and just see what's left. See if it's giving me trouble for not taking them. Not sorting them out. And then that'll just be my last little bits of tidy up at that point. I don't feel like I've demolished the whole house as much as it says I have. But then it probably has to give a little bit of leeway for like bricks that you want to take with you and things. The last thing I'd want in this, I'd rather it told me that I was done before I was than to tell me that I'm not done and there's no more house to take down. So I'd rather it be that way around than the other way around. Okay, a little bit back here. Kinda did go everywhere, didn't it? Okay. I feel like that's everything. So we just go into the tab menu and see. Yeah, clean up 400. Nice. I got my 655 payment. Very good. So the cleanup was actually like way more valuable than anything else. I guess I can put that away then. Okay, cool. Right. I think now we're gonna just load up the van and we're done. So I did get one of these because I love putting those in the van. I like my fave. Right, let's just check it's not blocking the door, which it isn't. That's fine. Next, let's get the brick pallet in. Then I'm going to put in like the water heater and TV and things like that. One thing I didn't get, which I wish I had remembered to do. It's fine though. I got a lot of cool stuff. One thing that I didn't get that I should have remembered to do was to try and maybe pull some, mind you, actually saying that, there wasn't any wooden walls in this house, so getting planks probably wasn't going to be the easiest anyway. I want to put the water heater in. Put that on top of the brick pallet, I think, if I can. I'll get the small box. I don't know if I really want to take the paintings now. I'm feeling a bit like, nah. Small box anywhere else? No. And there's definitely room for like at least one of those. Let's see if I can get another one in maybe somewhere. If I can't, not an issue. I might be able to. It's kind of showing green in some places. I really shouldn't do that. I don't think that's going to end well. Should I see if one of them survives? Yeah. I don't know if I can be asked, if I can be bothered putting those, taking those back to the warehouse and putting them away and trying to sell them. All right, let's go. We've got our money. We're nearly at the hour and a half mark, so I think that's what we're going to leave it at. You can tell I've spent too much time in Scotland. That was a very Scottish phrase that nearly came out of my mouth there. Right, so let's unload the van. I've got me a big old thing of trash. I got me a box of small stuff. Now I kind of know where things go. It's a little bit quicker. I don't know where the telly's going to go, though. What kind of room do I have for things like that? It's nice, though. You know what I was saying? I won't have that green thing to help me when I... Well, actually, I do. Oh, that's what this is for. Bits and pieces from the house. I sees. And I did get one piece of sheeting, at least. But like I say, I didn't want to go too overboard with it. The van is empty, right? Yeah. Okay. I didn't want to go too overboard with it. I mainly just wanted the money from the actual job itself. So contracts, complete the contract, 655. That should be, hopefully. Rent a bulldozer for 600. So I could just like rent a bulldozer and then like take the 55 extra, maybe. I don't know. That's fantastic. But maybe play with that a bit later. Complete the contract. Final payment 655. Send invoice. Executed 5-star. Quick and precise. Go me. So some things that I could do for if I ever came back to this to play again myself, which I might do, is I could have a look through these stock orders, actually. Pendant light. A rare chair. A full brick pallet, 222. I've got a full brick pallet, haven't I? I could do that. 220. Brick pallets go for a decent amount as well. Oh, no, it's 4. And I only have 1. Okay. Nearly made a problem there for myself, didn't I? So basically, when I've got enough stuff, I'll start playing around with sending these orders off. But at the moment, doesn't look like I've got enough. Wealthy client. A common armchair. I could have done that. I had a common armchair. But this is the thing. I don't have enough room in my garage. Build the garage. I see. I mean, we're coming to the end of the game. Would you like me to do that, maybe? Tool store. We could get a better iron tip screwdriver. We could get a better iron snap saw. We could get a better crowbar. There's all sorts of things. In my warehouse, I could upgrade that to make it bigger by the looks of it. And I could also edit it and put more different things in. More different shelves in. But we don't really have a ton of space in here, look, because that is all blocked off. And that is all completely covered. I might be able to maybe fit a couple of these little floor pallets in here, maybe here. But to be honest, I probably would want to upgrade it. So yeah, there's a lot you can do by the looks of it. Let me see about stock status. I can see, yeah, just how much I've got in there, which is fine. Tool store. Been through all of that. We've got chisels that we can upgrade as well, 600. Permits. Once I've completed 5 contracts, I can buy the tier 2 one. So we can't really do anything at the moment other than maybe buy the garage. We can't upgrade the warehouse. I'd like to show you something more, you know? So I think, yeah, let's build a garage. Buy a vehicle. And now we can at least have a look at them. So I could get a minivan. A small van. It's more comfortable to drive with a higher cost, a noticeable improvement, medium capacity. Whereas this is small capacity. So I think the minivan might be what we have already, or I've got an even worse one than that. I'm not sure. It might be the minivan we've got. No, because that goes at 120 kilometers an hour. So the one we've got is just like really basic. The large van with big capacity. So look how much taller that roof is. You'd be able to maybe even fit 2 brick pallets on top of each other in there. And then also large capacity, a small truck. Your own truck, not the biggest, but still large. And a truck with huge capacity, huge, roomy and impressive, synonymous with a successful company. So yeah, basically you want to go all the way through, hopefully, to the $15,000 like massive truck. You can absolutely ram that full of stuff and sell it all. At that point, I would definitely have all the stuff I needed for orders, because I would be taking the chairs, I would be pulling everything apart at that point. No point in doing that when you have a tiny van that fits a brick pallet, a couple of beams, a TV, and that's it. No one really wanted the TV, sadly. But that at least allowed us to have a look through the different vehicles. But I think, my friends, that is where we are going to wrap this up. So I hope you've enjoyed. I've had a lot of fun playing with my Demo Dogs company. Deconstruction Simulator, really had a lot of fun with that. It reminds me of like the sort of cleaning games I do, but with obviously the twist that it's deconstruction instead. It's very much more like something like House Flipper in its, I suppose because it's playway, but in its sort of execution, rather than being something that you might have thought it was. Because I might have thought that this would be all about getting bulldozers and different vehicles in that way, in the same way that something like Farm Simulator is very much about the farm vehicles, rather than being like a little tiny cute farm simulator. So in that way, I'm glad I tried it out so that I could show you what kind of game it is, because you can't really tell just from the title. So I hope you enjoyed. If you did, then please do leave me a like below. If you'd like to see more stuff like this, then please subscribe and I can let you know when videos are out. Hope to see you next time. In the meantime, please look after yourselves and keep being awesome.